Hi guys, Agrippa Maxenius here, coming at you with another look at Gettysburg, Ultimate Gettysburg. And in this case, I'm just going to continue my Union campaign. You guys will kind of see what I'm up against. I've actually had 3 battles so far. I believe I had 2 victories, 1 draw. So I'm doing okay, I feel, against the fourth part of the Battle of Gettysburg. And as you can see, the battle lines are unbelievable, guys. As you can see, this is a lot more in-depth than what we've been seeing so far. Right now, we're just holding this battle line. We have to hold this 15,000 victory point area against the Confederates. I've already got a lot of guys over here firing off volleys. I want to move Candy's brigade up so he can engage the enemy too. And I'll make sure that Vinegar's brigade, like Vinegar, is firing. And shells would be a lot more useful right here. I don't know why he's not, so I'm going to move him up a little bit. As you can see, the thing that is most worrisome is this line up here of Avery, Smith, and Gord. So I want to definitely cut that line off by moving up McDougal's unit, actually, to get there. And as you can see, I have fought a little bit of this battle already. A little bit of this battle has been fought. Not a lot of it, just because I wanted to save most of the action for you guys. The Confederates seem to be opening up a lot with their cannons, and that's causing a little bit of a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up the hill. Unfortunately, Cross's brigade is going to become somewhat of, well, cannon fodder, really, because they're going to be shot down by a lot of these cannons. But we see this huge line of enemy cannons, and there's something has to be done about it. Because right now they're just kind of opening up on us. We are firing back. We don't have nearly as much artillery as the enemy does. I think temporarily we can also move Ames up. I don't like to get him out of his position here, but like I said, just to deal with these cannons may be worth it. And I don't know how effective infantry are against actually cannons, so we will soon see. They hold the high ground though, and that's not good. Really not good for us. But the good thing is they have to take our positions, not vice versa. Let's go ahead. Come on, Cross. You're almost up the hill. I'm going to get right there on top of them. And as you can see, even if we stop them from firing for a little bit, that's going to help tremendously. So let's see how long Cross's brigade can hold out. We'll take a look here at the east. Seem to be doing pretty well against the east, guys. You can see Ruger's holding off Jones's brigade. In fact, they're running. They've got no chance. Stewart's brigade is over here just hanging out. Not really worried about much. So what I'm going to do is move Ruger across the river here and try to engage them a little more. And there we go. Cross is already on the run. That wasn't a very smart move on my part, to be honest. Go ahead and move the cannon up here so maybe they can get a few volley to the enemy at least. All we can really do now is stay put. Oh, here we go. Ward's turn to shine, and Kelly too. But I don't think Kelly's ready for a fight, so we'll move Graham up. And we'll have Graham run his position, actually. Unless Brooke is a skirmisher unit, it's not. You can see we got 2 very large units coming our way, guys. We're going to switch to canister shot. And in fact, boom! Already fired off a canister shot. A few Confederates went down right there. We're going to go ahead and run just to make it into position on time. And we'll do the same with Graham. All right, he's already running. I want to make sure we're not losing anything up here in the north. They've got very strong positions up here, so let's move McDougal up to provide support to the already sort of wavering infantry. Although we're doing pretty good, to be honest, here in the east and the north. I'm surprised. And I believe this actual battle is Pickett's charge. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's the section of the Gettysburg battle that includes Pickett's charge. So hopefully if we see Pickett's brigade coming, we know what's about to happen. All right, Ward has already pulled back, guys. That's kind of troubling. Pulled back after a really short fight, which leads me to believe that he's not the best man for the job. The morale of the unit is very low, so we're going to move Zook up. At least Seeley is over here wasting away these guys with a lot of cancer shot, but I don't even know how long Graham can last with this pulverizing artillery coming in at us. We've got all these heavy batteries here, but they don't seem to be firing very well. I guess we got to move them up. I don't know. Let's move them that way. Maybe this will help. So we could have probably been getting a lot more effective artillery defensive fire, but again, they're up on a ridge, which makes it very hard for us to get a good position on them. Come on, Wilkeson, you're like our only artillery guy at the moment. We'll move Baxter up here. I get the feeling things are going to start going pretty wrong pretty soon. Jones apparently is still in the fight, so we'll move Ruger up to deal with him. Kane to support Ruger, although I don't think he's going to need much support. And we can halt right here. You guys can stop. Leave, they'll open fire, and yeah, there's that volley. Unfortunately, Jones' men are pretty well covered, so you can see not a lot of them are going down. We just hit 5 with that volley, which is kind of atypical. Let's move Cutler up. Come on, Cutler. There you go. All right, Vinegar's already firing, and we'll get Kane Stewart over here. Wow, guys, what a tremendous fight we've got. The enemy is definitely getting up close on us, Kershaw at least. And we've got a lot of these smaller brigades. I don't know if they're up for the fight, but they better be. So we're going to get Graham to move up even more and engage Kershaw over here in the southern part of our battle. And just to make sure, move the artillery reserve up here. These guys still aren't firing, and maybe because we also have a lot of guys in the way. I'm not sure how that works yet. We'll try to move one of these artillery guys all the way over here. It's going to take a while for him to get there, but look at that. Graham is putting up an okay fight, and Zook has lost a ton of men, but he's still holding. I want to see what his morale is right now. 20%. I got to give it to the guys in the Zook company. They are really tough because they've taken substantial losses without it. Go ahead and move Ward up here, even though he's not in the best of shape. And look at that. Zook actually held the line better than Graham did. I don't know if it's because he's got the cover of some of these farmhouses, but I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think he's just a badass general. Go up here. Okay, so the enemy still has not broken through the portion they need to win this battle. They really need to break through one of our lines and get onto this Leicester Ginn area, I believe, farm. And they haven't even made a push, really, except in the south. They're really making a main push with Kershaw, etc. So let's move Brooke up. And we'll move the 2 Corps over here. The general to provide some morale for these units. I want Ward to make sure that he's in good position here to fire. Come on, come on. I don't know if these provide morale, but I'm guessing if it's anything like Total War, and I know Darth did a lot of mods for Total War, the general is going to provide some morale to these troops. However small, and look at Kershaw. Wow, we just put Kershaw on the run. Unbelievable, guys. Zeus is raining down fire on that guy. Look at all those bodies there, all those gray coats, a lot of blue coats too, but I think we put up a damn good defense. And as you can see, they can't seem to make it through our line versus Iron Brigade. Avery can't make it through. Candy's still firing off at Avery. I don't expect them to break through the north at all. Over here we've got Nichols trying to make a run for it, but I don't see him getting through. I don't think these guys have the strength right now to even make it through. And we've got Lockwood. I totally forgot about Lockwood, another major general here, who can probably help us tremendously. Let's bring Lockwood down to the south, where most of the attacks have come, and there we go! More rebels on the run, guys. Just unbelievable. We've managed to hold this position under withering enemy fire, and I'm really surprised. It looks like Candy's troops have finally had it. Maybe not. Avery's going first. McDougal is opening fire on Hayes. Unfortunately, Cooper's artillery unit here is in really dire straits. I want to change that to canister shot. Oh, damn, never mind. He's done. We'll move up Krasnowski. Krasnowski's been in every single one of our battles so far. He's not the greatest general, as far as I can tell, but, you know, he works. And unfortunately, Eames has basically lost all his men here due to my stupid idea of charging on artillery units. But I want to kill as many of these guys as I can, you know, try to lessen the artillery fire on our men. So I think it's worth it. Let's go ahead. Can Ames do a charge? I think he can. He's got enough morale to go uphill, and hopefully, and look at that. Those artillery units are going to run. I don't know how much damage he can do to them, but some is better than none for sure. Let's go ahead and move Brooke up here. You guys are going to have to do something, rebels. You're going to have to do something, because right now, it doesn't look very good for you guys. All right, Ruger and Kane are still holding up here. Here we go. We've got a battle charge from Avery and Smith, guys, trying to charge our lines. This may be the famous Picketts charge, but unfortunately, they're not going to make it for them. They're going to be pushed back right there. Candy, I'm kind of surprised. We'll go ahead and have Candy charge Avery's brigade. I didn't want to have to do that, but he wasn't reforming properly in time. So let's see. That may actually work. Maybe not. Wow, Avery's actually pushing Candy back. But thankfully, both of these units are running away from that charge. I guess neither of them want to get into a fight like that. We'll move Cutler up here to repel Nickel. And maybe now, time to move Paul back. I put him up for reserve. He's just a reserve unit. But I think it's time to move him to the north. Let's go down here. Any trouble in the south? Nope. We've still got great volley fire on the enemy here. Graham's unit's getting all of his condition back. That's really good news. And we can move Norton's unit up here as well. That help. I'm not sure if these cannons are actually firing. That's the only problem I have with the game so far. Is number one, I think it goes a little fast, and number two, I can't tell when my cannons are actually firing. Unless I actually see a puff of smoke, then I know they're shooting, but, you know, I can't tell by clicking on them, which I should be able to tell. Okay, Smith here, moving up. Lane's division is moving up as well, guys, but look at how quickly they're being shot down. They're getting killed like flies. Just being wiped out left and right, and that's great for us. Although, I don't want to move Smith up. No, Smith! Halt! Oh, that was not good on my part. We'll move Von Gilsa up. He should be able to hold the line pretty well. We've got Hayes charging yet again. I don't know what this guy's thinking. not going to make it through my lines. But I guess they just have to keep that charge up. Look at these graycoats in the north. This is a memorable experience for me because the amount of dead Confederates we have on this side of the river is unbelievable. Iron Brigade is one of the finest shooters. Just a great brigade, and now it looks like they're really concentrating a lot of that artillery in the center here, really trying to wipe out our guys as best they can. Whether or not they're going to be successful is very hard to say, so we're going to move Standard up, we're going to have them run, and try to bring a little bit of how should I say, terror to that artillery division there. Now, the one issue is that there's Bucktail Brigade to take his place. We've also got Biddle here, but I don't really like Biddle, to be honest with you. He may have been a good general, in Civil War standards, but every time I fight with him, he runs away like a little girl after only a few seconds. Ruger, why are you focusing on Stewart's brigade? Did I just say Stewart? Because I think I did. You guys firing? Come on, guys. Maybe if we try solid shot. It should work. Okay, look at that. Standards making some of those artillery brigades pull back, guys. Not bad. I actually want to see in the north here, whatever happened. Yeah, I expected that. Von Gilsa's brigade had to pull back. We'll pull Schmeffelnig up. I'm so glad I didn't send him to the north, because we would have had to leave our western area here completely unguarded. They're doing a pretty good push now, actually, against Webb's division and over here, but nope, Davis can't hold it. Thank goodness. Von Gilsa, good job. We'll have Von Gilsa move up a little bit. And Lane's division is making a desperate attempt as well. I think we can move McDougal up, try to force them back even more over here. Although they look to be in seriously a bad way in the north, in the east. Their only chances are going to be in the west. I think even in the south, they're pretty much finished. We're going to move up Lockwood now, make him run. All right, hold your artillery fire. Now they're shooting, right when Lockwood's brigade is moving into firing position. There we go. Nice little volley against Wofford, and canister shot. Jeez, I would not want to be the Confederates right now. We are really kicking ass, guys. We're going to move up here. I'm not going to keep attacking, although I'm tempted to. I'm going to wait for Kershaw to move up on me. He may not, of course, but if he does, I'm going to be ready for him. And look at that. Scales is going to have to move back, too. Unfortunately, okay, Thomas is moving in. That's not good. We're going to move Baxter here to counteract Thomas. Thankfully, Krasnowski's already taken the bait. A lot of these generals are just smart enough to kind of do things without you telling them. And in this case, Krasnowski and McDougal got the idea pretty quick and started opening fire on Thomas. He's trying to move in on the victory position here. We want to move that cannon up here, but I don't think he's going to make it through. It's pretty annoying, though. Green up here. Look at how close he is to Baxter. Just being shot at left and right. All right, it's time for Paul to move up this way. You can see I'm getting a little fear in my voice because now I'm not so sure if we're doing well or not. They do seem to be breaking through over here in the north. All right, Smith, back. We don't want you focusing on him. We'll make Paul's brigade charge Thomas and see what happens here. Boom. And sure enough, they're pulling back. That's exactly what I expected them to do. And hopefully they'll take a lot of damage here, just so they never do that again, never try to do anything silly. But who knows? The battle has been delayed, of course. So you guys can probably already tell, just because of the tremendous amount of charge we've been getting here. So it seems that in a few minutes the battle will end. Both armies are exhausted. Okay, so the armies are exhausted at this point, guys. I'd like to think we did a pretty damn good job here. I'm going to focus McDougal up into Cemetery Ridge. And Von Gilsa's pulled back, but we couldn't really ask much more of him. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of confusion here in the north. We've got Krasnowski, etc. But we're going to hopefully hold the line here. Ironberg's still holding very strong, so I'm not too concerned. But we've got to let some of these guys rest. Schmidlnig, etc. McDougal is very strong at the moment. Let's see if his morale's good. Unfortunately, his condition's not very good. McDougal, hold here, man. Stop moving. And that's probably because of the fact he's also being fired on from both sides. McDougal is breaking off on the run. Green is breaking off on the run. But we got a minor victory nonetheless, guys. So it definitely could have gone better. If you guys are watching there at the end especially, things got really out of hand. We lost our top flank. Everybody went crazy. Just because that regiment was able to charge through our lines and really cause a lot of confusion, you got to realize that guys are firing on each other. We had two firing lines kind of firing at each other as they were firing at the enemy. We had a unit charge in the middle of a bunch of other units. Everybody started charging, and it just panicked at the end. But we managed to hold the important victory location, and that's what matters, guys. Yeah, we held the Union's left flank against Pickett's charge, which is a very, very important part of the Battle of Gettysburg, and we stopped it right in its tracks. But it was just a minor victory. Would have liked something a little better than that. Our losses were 3,884. The enemy losses 4,767. Confederates are hurting after that one, guys. And I hope you enjoyed that battle. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Make sure to leave some comments down below. It always helps. And have an awesome day. Take care. And there we go, guys. I meant to put this in the other video, but actually, interestingly enough, I won the battle. That's it. I won Gettysburg. So it's that simple. I did 4 battles in all total, I think. 3 victories, 1 loss, or 1 draw. And that's all it took. So I've lost before. So it's really interesting how the game works. I love it. I think it's awesome. The total Confederate losses here were 1,468. And the Union losses here were 15,069, excuse me. Pretty amazing. Our victorious army of the Potomac, I said it correctly that time, can now march up to Virginia and finish this war. President Lincoln sends his compliment and soon expect to congratulate you in person. You made us all proud today, sir. Now, that's just awesome. So anyway, guys, I really want to appreciate, I just want to thank you guys for watching this entire series. And I definitely want to do more Gettysburg videos. Maybe next time I'll do Confederates, but I could do another Union campaign and do an entirely different campaign. I mean, there's so many battles in this game that could happen depending on the outcome of the battle, the amount of men lost, etc. So thank you guys for watching, and have an awesome day.